Family, welcome to the channel. We are on the Sleep Token journey, continuing through the epic album that is Sundowning. This song is called Give. Let's let them cook. Immediately.
You take the dark and carve me out of home. I picture you when you are all alone. I know how we got here. I know how we got here.
You take the dark and carve me out of home, and I picture you when you're all alone. You know, we aren't we inundated with a lot of music that says, you know, I miss you when you're not here, or I'm lost without you, right? And we rarely take time to imagine how kind of obsessive and weird lines like that are. I mean, I've only been married for 6 years, but when I'm, you know, away from my wife, I don't necessarily feel lost without her, and nor does she feel necessarily lost without me. I mean, we can't go like 24 hours without communicating, you know, so we check in, but we don't, I don't know. I mean, does it seem to you like that these things are normal? I think being on the Sleep Token journey has just kind of woken me up to how weird some of our thoughts and ideas around love, which are generally and culturally accepted, are, right? Let me know in the comments if you feel the same.
I know how we got here.
I know how we got here. He takes responsibility
I am the
for it.
shadow, you're a passenger. I am the intake of breath, so sharp, and I know you better. Just wanna know.
Wait a minute. That was a...
I am the intake of breath, so sharp, and I know you better.
I am the intake of breath so sharp, and I know you better. Right? What's an intake of breath so sharp? It's like, that's a sharp intake of breath. Right? Like that kind of something that stands out to you, something that grabs your attention for a reason that you're not quite sure of yet, right? Isn't that what happens when the sparks fly, right? That intake of breath so sharp. So you're talking about something more primal than the masks we wear, right? Which is always Vessel's strategy.
So sharp, and I know you better. Just wanna know you better. If you wanna give, then give me all that you can give. All your darkest impulses and days. You wanna give me anything, then give any give.
If you can give, then give all that you can give. So there's an invitation, but that invitation has a very, very serious caveat. If you're going to give me anything, give me absolutely everything. And how do we feel about that, right? Because we kind of wear masks everywhere we go. By mask, I just mean persona, right? You're somebody at work, you know, you're somebody with your friends, you're somebody with your significant other. But is there someone who you are your complete self around? Or are you always, you know, thinking in your mind, oh, I have to step back here. I need to give and take a little bit. I need to kind of play the game, right? Be appropriate in all of these circumstances. You know, Vessel is saying, if you're going to give, and maybe this is Vessel speaking from the perspective of sleep. And we talked in the comments before about how sometimes we do that. Or sometimes Vessel will do that. But yeah, this is an all or nothing song. Don't you just love it? And give it again. It's like, you know, when it comes to these hooks, they're just simply goated. And there's nothing more you can say about that. Flame, buddy. It's that love-making music right here, buddy.
Alter the fiber from the filament. I'll be the limit of your light again.
on, cook, buddy. Listen. Listen. I'm gonna try it. Okay. Next time, me and the wife get a babysitter, I'm gonna turn this on in the background, light some candles, again, and hopefully she doesn't read too much into the lyrics. He says something that's a little bit threatening there. I think I'm gonna let him cook. Hang on, I'm gonna hear this again. Tear the bones from the that part. I'll be the limit of your light again, right? Right. If we're taking off these masks, if we're showing our true selves, then I'm gonna show the jealous side. I'm gonna show the side of me that is not okay with certain sides of you. Look, we're being real. We're being authentic. We're no longer pretending like there's a give and take here. We're doing this animalistic thing. So when he says, "I'll be the limit of your light again," right? Meaning I'll be the boundary that controls how far you're allowed to shine. How do you feel about that? Right? And the thing is, he's being true to himself. Right? It's like, look, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. I'm going to give all that I can give, meaning the shadow too. Tasting, consuming, love through consumption. How do we feel about that? Yo, why is that line goated? I'll be watching for your enemies to let them know that they contend with me, right? And some people could say, look, that's love as that's the territorial side of love. And look, that can be seen as a bad and a good. Am I fighting all of your battles? Should I allow you to fight your own battles? Or should I just say, look, I am someone who is, I'm in the authority situation here. When your enemies attack, they're attacking something that belongs to me, right? That can go too far. That's such a dope line. Their poetry is elite. Sorry, family, I'm gonna let them cook. What is a Sleep Token concert like? I mean, what are we talking about? Because the thing is, when I think of metal, heavy metal, listen, I'll be at the Sleep Token concert with a table. I want table service. I want to be sitting there, with my wife sitting there, and just kind of, like this is a whole vibe. This is like an R&B vibe, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Way to defy genre. I deeply respect it. Please continue to cook. Sing it with me. He says, this is open warfare. Realize. Bro, listen. This is open warfare. He's saying, like, look, if I'm going to show you the animal side, as I expect from you, if you're giving me everything, I want the darkness and the light. But just understand that my dark side doesn't care that you're vulnerable compared to me. My dark side doesn't care what hurts your feelings. I'm going to be me. Are we ready for that kind of love, or do we kind of like the systems? This is really, really, really a unique kind of, and I wonder if Vessel is speaking from the perspective of sleep. I wonder if some of this is just kind of me projecting on this song. I mean, let me know in the comments. Talk to me.
And in your waking moments, I will breathe there. I will be there. If you wanna give, then give me all that you can give. All your darkest impulses and deep. You wanna give me everything to give. Give and give. I just wanna give you all that I can give. All my darkest impulses and deep. You wanna give me everything to give. Give and give.
I wanna give you all that I can give. Oh, that's flame, buddy. What are you talking about? Listen. This is one of the goated albums. I mean, what exactly can we say?